Hello, I'm Teacher Terry, and welcome to today's P5 class for IP English time. So, in today's class, we're looking at Lesson 7 for Unit 9, and today we're looking at world records. Who's the longest, the fastest, the biggest? But first, let's check our homework from last class, page 68 of your workbook. Activity 1. As you can see, we have the answers. We have a bridge over a river, number 2, a country, number 3, river, number 4, long, number 5, and building, number 6. So well done if you got those correct. Okay, let's see if we remember when we're comparing two or more things. So first, with one thing. For example, how can we talk about this car? The car is very long. Okay, so a long car. Now, when we have two together, two things, we can use longer than. Okay, so this car is longer than. And then when we have more than two things, 3, 4, 5, or everything in the world, we can use the longest. Okay, so you can see this car is the longest car. Okay, let's practice some more. This car, we can say, is fast. Well, what is faster than a car? This is a train. So we can say the train is faster than a car. Now, what is the fastest? We can see this is a plane. So the plane is the fastest. And here we have a mountain. Now the mountain is very big. Now when we have two mountains together, we can say this mountain is bigger than. And finally, when we have more than two mountains, we talk about all the mountains in the world, we have the biggest. So this is the biggest mountain. So let's have a look at a building now. Do you remember the building is very high? When we have two buildings, we can say the building is higher than. We have more than two buildings, 3, 4, 5, or all the buildings in the world. We can say it is the highest building. Okay, so, as you can see here, the elephant, the baby elephant, is fast. In the world, remember this animal? It is a cheetah. And we can say a cheetah is the fastest animal in the world. Now, where we live, this is the Earth. And the Earth is big planet. And here we have the planet Earth, but it is not the biggest planet. This one, Jupiter. Jupiter is the biggest planet. Now in New York, you can find the Empire State Building. And this building is high. And this is the highest building in the world. Do you remember its name? It's the Burj Khalifa. It is the highest building in the world. Now in Bangkok, we have the Chao Phraya River. And this river is long. In the world, the longest river is the Nile. The Nile is the longest river in the world. Okay, Now it's time for our game for today. And for our game today, we have questions about what is the biggest, the highest, the tallest, and the smallest. As you can see in this game, we need to move the red one to the correct answer. So the question is, what fruit is the smallest? So I can see a durian, a strawberry, a pineapple, and an apple. Now I have to be careful not to get eaten by the blue ghosts. And I can use my keyboard to go around to find the correct answer. Strawberry. A strawberry is the smallest fruit. Now, what building is the oldest? I can see Big Ben, Grand Palace, Angkor Wat, and the pyramids. Again, I need to be careful that I don't get caught and eaten. Now, I think the answer is Big Ben. No, it's not. So here, oh, and now I've been eaten. So I only have 2 more chances, 2 lives up here to find the correct answer. Okay, is it Angkor Wat? No. Right? No, it's not. Okay, so I have 1 more life. I think maybe it's the pyramids. Yes, the pyramids are the oldest building. Okay, and what is the fastest? So, rocket, car, plane, or train. So you can play the game by using your keyboard to find the correct answer. But be careful, you only have 4 lives. Okay, so now it's time for story time for today. And today, we're going to listen and read about world records. Now, the first question here we have is, how old are the Giganta temples? Now, let's have a read and find out.
The Gigantia temples are in Malta. The temples are over 5,500 years old. They are the oldest temples in Europe.
Okay, so how old are the Gigantia temples? Is it A or B? And the answer is B, over 5,500 years old. Let's check.
The temples are over 5,500 years old.
Good. All right, now let's have a look at another question. This question, how many countries does the River Nile go through? How many countries? Let's listen and read.
The longest river in the world is the Nile. The Nile is 6,650 kilometers long. The Nile flows through 9 countries in Africa. The last country is Egypt. From Egypt, it flows into the Mediterranean Sea.
Okay, good. So, how many countries does the River Nile go through? Is it A, 6 countries, or B, 9 countries? And the answer is B, 9 countries. Let's listen and check.
The Nile flows through 9 countries in Africa.
Well done. Okay, so well done if you got those both correct. So let's look at our activity for today. And we'll be looking at this reading again. So it's in your class book, page 72, exercise 3. And we're going to listen and read. And then in your workbook, page 68, part 2, we have these questions to answer. As you can see, there are 4 questions to answer, and we're using the class book to find the answers. And if you don't have your books, you can pause the video and read from here, and answer the questions here. And we'll give you the answers in the next video. So good luck for your activity today. And thank you very much. I'm Teacher Terry, and see you next time. Bye-bye.